Hello there, my name is Rick.
Ciao, my name's Millie.
And this is episode 47
47
of season 2 of Yonks Ago.
Oh. I did a little middle bit when you weren't with me.
I know, we've got no synchronicity, but who needs it? Synchronicity is overrated.
I think that was our best one.
You know what is synchronized? The bloody theme music.
Yeah, so cue it.
This is Yonks Ago, coming into your ears. Now what are yonks? They're kinda like years. Just a father and a daughter who want to know all about some people from Yonks Ago. Interesting people who did interesting stuff, but about whom we don't know enough. So we're gonna dig deep and find it all out. Yonky doodlers know what we're all about. Yonks Ago, hey ho, hey, Yonks Ago, hey ho, hey, surely. Is it a Tuesday?
I think it
100%.
is. Yeah.
It's Tuesday that we're recording this on.
Yeah.
Are we in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
This is, in fact, a kitchen.
Have we got the dishwasher on, foolishly?
Yeah.
Just in the background, a bit of hum?
No, I can never hear it, though, so it doesn't matter.
Someone out there has invested in really high-quality headphones just so they can indulge in all the soundscapes that podcasts have to offer.
I think that a bit of white noise is fine.
Yeah, and it's a gentle dishwasher.
Yeah.
And
not like our other one.
Oh, no, our other one.
Screeched.
It was really kind
It's added some tension in the background.
It was a cry for help, if anything, from that dishwasher.
Yeah.
It was like, help me. I can't make it any more clear that I'm struggling to do the one thing that I'm named for, which is wash dishes.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking, you know how washing machines you can like see inside?
Yes.
And dishwashers.
Dishwashers?
When you your dishwasher.
Yes.
Yeah, dishwasher you can't see inside.
Yeah.
Like, why so secretive?
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
There's no real reason.
I want to see what occurs.
Yeah.
I want to see how they're cleaning my dishes so that I can use the strategies when I'm hand washing.
Oh, so you see what's going on in there.
Yeah, I'd be like, are they using a technique so I can apply that to my hand?
Yeah, so you can be a manual dishwasher.
Yeah.
But with all the skills.
That's why they don't tell us. Because if we had the knowledge, then we wouldn't be buying dishwashers.
Yeah. They would get themselves out of business.
Yeah. Whereas I don't have time to wash clothes. Like the washing machine can do that all day.
What are you going to do? Go down to the river and bang it against a rock?
Yeah, literally. Roly-poly it.
Yeah.
No.
There's no good way to do it, but maybe there's no good way to do what's going on inside that dishwasher. But we'll never know.
Clearly there is because they're not showing us.
Yeah. I think you've cracked the code.
Yeah.
All right. Nancy Wake.
Yeah.
Nancy Wake got a bit grim towards the end of the last episode.
Yeah, I remember.
That Kelly gang had gone rogue. They were playing by their own rules.
Yeah, well.
They'd kidnapped 3 women, and Nancy said, enough's enough.
Yeah.
She interviewed each one of them separately. Alicia, 17-year-old French girl.
18-year-old, you said. Oh, I thought it was 18.
100% 17. 17-year-old
Okay,
French girl Alicia was found to have absolutely no reason to be stuck with that Kelly gang.
Definitely
she said,
not.
you are free.
Go, leave.
30-year-old Tammy, she'd fallen in love with the wrong man.
Yeah, as you do.
And Nancy said, look, I understand you've made some poor choices heart-wise, but that's no reason for you to get stuck with these losers.
No. Go.
You're free.
Jinx.
Third, I don't even know how old she was, but she was the anti-Nancy. She was Iknan. Proud Nazi.
Yeah, pretty icky, am I right?
Would not compromise her values. Nancy said, I cannot set you free.
Sorry.
But I can't send you back with that horrible bunch of rogue Kelly gang.
She said, I'm going to put you down.
That's the only answer. It's the only answer that Nancy Wake had. And so she implemented the firing squad.
Yeah.
She had to coax some people into getting on the firing squad.
Yeah, even gave her a dress.
She said, here's a dress for you to die in.
Yeah.
Iknan said, thanks a lot, but I will not be dying in that dress.
Not wear that dress.
She took it off.
Yeah.
She did the Nazi salute and she was shot to death by the firing squad while Nancy ate crepes under a tree.
That is true.
And that's where we ended it, on a rather grim note.
Yeah.
And I felt bad. I thought, it's a bit sad to leave this on a grim note.
Nah.
When if I just read one more paragraph.
Oh, what? She went to heaven.
No, there was a slightly the slight end of the story had a slightly more positive. I mean, it didn't help.
The crepe was the best crepe ever.
The upshot of the episode that had just occurred was that the 17-year-old French girl, Alicia, who Nancy had set free, begged that she'd be allowed to stay
Aw.
and hang out with Nancy, look after Nancy's affairs.
She was
in the
like, I
bus.
like the look of those crepes.
She simply had no family. She had no family, nowhere to go. So she explained that to Nancy, and Nancy said, no worries.
I'll be your mum.
Stick on the bus. Nancy said, look, the young girl was nowhere near as skilled at looking after my affairs as Claire was back from Marseille.
Yeah.
Look, in many ways, Nancy's just got herself a servant.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as you do.
But Alicia couldn't be happier.
Yeah, yeah.
Life on the bus ain't so bad.
No.
There's not that much to look after.
No.
Like in terms of cleaning, cooking,
You're chill.
cooking,
You're chill.
don't have to worry. Guess who's making the crepes?
Trev. Yeah.
The bus, you don't have to clean too much.
No.
There's not much there. There's a bed.
Yeah.
Every morning or so, she has to make the bed.
Yeah. That's pretty
Compared
fun,
to
though.
the life she was stuck in before Nancy set her free,
That is a bonus.
Alicia's like, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Not just the bus, but also all these life choices.
Yeah.
And so, look, if I just got to that bit of the story, that was a slightly more positive end to the story.
You didn't, so
than a crumpled
Don't
body
live with-
lying dead on the ground.
don't live with regrets, Dad.
Nah, look, sometimes it's good to end on
It is what it is.
it's good to end on a grim note from time to time.
Yeah.
As well, just to let people know, hey,
Because then they'll come back and be like, oh, hope something good happens.
yeah, gritty. And look, it
Yeah.
already has.
Yeah.
Alicia's
So-
loving life, and she's part of the Nancy Wake squad.
Which is the best Kelly gang we know.
It is the ultimate squad. Now, apparently, these days were the busiest days of the war for Nancy.
Ooh.
Things escalated.
And she was busy with the O'Leary line and all.
Yeah, and London just wanted her to do more and more work.
Yeah, yeah, facts.
They're like, I understand you've got everything humming along nicely in this area. You got a bus now.
Yeah.
It's time for you to spread far and wide.
She was like, okay.
Yeah. Like, we like what you're doing Kelly Gang wise.
Yeah.
You are sorting out, you're giving the good Kelly Gangs the good stuff. You're giving the bad Kelly Gangs nothing.
Yep.
We like it. It's all working great. We're causing maximum mischief.
Yeah.
Start widening your circle of influence.
Yeah, yeah.
And so Nancy's hitting the road and she's going around.
Hit the
She's sorting
road,
everyone
yeah.
out if they pass the Nancy test.
Yeah.
And as a result, she's doing great work. She's organising
That's
drops
awesome.
willy-nilly. The gangs that she's helping out, obviously, think she's fantastic.
Oh,
Now, she also says, travelling around to all these Kelly gangs,
yes.
there's so many different types of Kelly gangs. That's what
Yeah.
she's learning out there. She's like,
There
there's
are the attractive leaders, the Henri the Seconds.
well, I'm sure there had to be. But I think when it first started out, they all had the one agenda, which was where the Kelly gangs were living in the bush. We're going to cause mischief.
Yeah.
But now you've got like communist Kelly gangs.
yeah,
You've got
yeah.
socialist Kelly gangs. You've got secret army and regular army Kelly gangs.
Mm-hmm.
You've got... Apparently, there was even a Kelly gang that was just for civil servants.
Aw.
They were just in the bush doing admin or
We're
something.
just vibing in the bush.
Just working out their spreadsheets. The civil servant Kelly gang. They did not want to get involved in any skirmishes, but they would organise the spreadsheet for your skirmishes. I think that's what
awesome.
civil servants are. I don't 100% know.
Let's just say it. That is.
Lock it in. And Nancy was interested in helping only those Kelly gangs whose sole focus was on beating the Germans.
Yeah.
She had no desire to help the Kelly gangs who seemed to be focusing mainly on making sure they were manoeuvring politically for when the war ended.
Yeah.
So there was some sneaky Kelly gangs who were like,
no.
we don't want to get so much involved in beating the Germans, but we just want to make sure everyone thinks we're great
Yeah.
for when we do beat the Germans.
Live in the now.
Yeah.
Beat the Germans before you think about what happens after you beat the Germans, you silly.
This is good advice. And I think that's very much the advice that Nancy Wake was basically trying to tell them without telling them.
Yeah.
She was like, if this is your caper, no crates.
No.
No crates or crepes for any of you.
No.
And so as a result of all of this,
Yes.
the fact that she's getting involved with so many more Kelly gangs, some Kelly gangs think she's amazing.
Yeah.
But those Kelly gangs that aren't getting enough crates or no crates, they're like, you know who we don't like? Nancy Wake.
Well, fix your gang, mate.
Yeah, but you know how you like to blame other people?
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, I don't blame other people. I usually blame myself. I'm like, that's my fault.
Well, then you're the sort of person that Nancy Wake probably would have given crates to.
Yeah,
She's like,
facts.
you're very self-aware.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand where the trouble lies.
Yeah.
You're not...
To be fair, I probably wouldn't be in a Kelly gang though.
I don't know how many times we've discussed that you don't know what you would have been involved in the circumstances.
Well, I probably wouldn't be in France, is the thing, so I wouldn't even meet her.
I don't think you know how hypotheticals work. I don't think you understand.
If it was me living the same life and then like a war happened,
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
So you may or may not have gotten crates from Nancy.
Yeah.
The jury's out.
Yeah.
But we do know you wouldn't have been afraid to have a good long hard look in the mirror and understand where you were going wrong if you weren't getting crates from Nancy.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd be like, why no crates?
Huh?
Why none? And then you'd go, you say, everyone leave me alone because
Yeah.
you're the head of the Kelly gang in my mind.
Well, yeah, okay.
Well, that's the only reason you'd be responsible.
I'd be the second. I'd be the assistant. You know me.
I mean, I guess.
I'm not a leader type. I think you're forgetting I am not a Leo, like you once thought.
No, we did get that horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And so while this is all going on one occasion, Nancy says she was on her appointed rounds driving in her car. Oh, she's got a car as well as a bus.
Yeah, her car, surely.
Unbeknownst to her, a plan was being hatched by a disaffected Kelly gang member to kill her.
Oh, what?
Apparently he was a drunkard.
Okay.
To beat all drunkards. And one day he'd announced to all and sundry in a bar where he was drinking that the reason his band of communist Kelly gangs had not received any money was because of the so-called Madame Andre.
Oh.
And he said she'd been spending all the money herself.
Oh, trying
Vicious rumours.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah.
turn
people against her.
exactly right so that they wouldn't be so mad if he offed her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a clever plan for a drunkard.
Yeah, it's all right.
Considering he was off chops in
Yeah.
a bar, he's come up with a pretty solid plan. Step one, make people think Madame Andre's a bit of a lousy money dispenser.
Yeah.
Step two, drink some more.
I mean...
Step three, kill Madame Andre. And apparently he was personally going to administer justice.
Okay.
He's really set him up as the hero of the story.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm basically an Avenger.
Yeah.
And he'd been informed by an accomplice that she would be shortly visiting that very bar.
Oh, no.
And so when Nancy comes along, this man had had way too much to drink.
Okay.
She arrives and he'd gotten hold of a grenade.
Oh, gee.
He's like, best way to kill Nancy Wake,
Gee whiz.
Madame Andre.
Yeah.
If you mix up the words of Madame Andre, you get, I'm a grenade.
I don't think you do. Madame Andre,
Check it
where's
out.
the G?
It's in there somewhere. Silent G. You don't know how French people spell it. Moving on. This man had had way too much to drink, and when he came out to throw the grenade at her, he forgot to throw it in time. He took the pin out, blew himself up.
I knew that was coming.
Worst assassination attempt.
Don't try to assassinate someone. Don't try to assassinate someone when you're drunk, man.
Yeah, you are full of pretty solid life advice right now.
I mean, I'm here for everyone.
You are rocking it. So if anyone out there was in any way looking to assassinate anyone in any form with any type of grenade,
Yeah.
listen to Millie's advice.
Yeah, don't do it while under the influence.
It's not going to work out.
You need to influence yourself and say, no, I won't. And then you will not.
So he blew himself up, and all Nancy knew was she was sitting in the car and suddenly bits of flesh were going all over the place, landing on the bonnet and on the windscreen.
Ooh.
Her car got covered in drunk
That's
angry
gross.
man.
She's like, ooh, didn't see that one coming.
Whoopsies. I would say that would put her off her drink, but it is Nancy Wake.
Yeah.
I reckon she still went in for a
No,
drink.
that made her more want to get a drink.
She had to maximise her drinking potential.
Yeah.
So that was a happy ending, perhaps, for everyone except for that poor drunk angry man.
Yep.
And Nancy was like, got away with it.
Yeah.
You can't stop me. But it did make Henri the Second very, very nervous.
Okay.
He's like, I mean, you're lucky
Yeah.
that he was so drunk. He stuffed it up.
Yeah.
What if he managed to get away with it? What if he'd thrown a grenade at you and you'd exploded and then no more Nancy Wake?
I know.
Henri the Second does not like the sound of that.
No.
So he insists that Nancy Wake must henceforth travel with a bodyguard.
I was going to say bodyguard.
You need a bodyguard squad to look after your well-being.
Trev. Nah, Trev's too busy cooking.
Yeah, I mean, Trev. We know where Trev's skills lie. And they are not in guarding the bodies.
No.
They are in
Did we
cooking-
get a
cooking
new
the crepes.
character, or is it someone we've already met?
Well, it's not so much one person. They went to the head of the Spanish Kelly gang, who were already huge fans of Nancy Wake.
Okay, good.
And they assigned a squad.
Cool.
So whenever Nancy travelled from there on in, she travelled in a convoy of 3 cars, each one fully loaded with heavily armed Spaniards
Nice.
who were just itching for a fight. So she's much safer. In the beginning, she would travel in the middle car.
Okay.
because they're like, that's the safest.
Yeah.
But they're in those cars that, you know, they don't have roofs.
Yeah.
And Nancy was like, it was too dusty.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I was turning up all bedraggled.
Nah. That's not the Nancy way.
Nah. And so then she's like, I'm going to ride in the front car.
Yeah.
I'm still safe.
Yeah.
Still 3 carloads of Spaniards.
Yeah.
And then I turn up looking super fly.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, if Nancy insists, then that's the way it's going to be.
Just put the middle car in front of the other one.
With the newfound...
Oh, I get it. The dust from the first car. Oh, I was like, does the first car have a roof?
No, but yeah, you
That's
figured
why I
it
got
out.
confused.
Yeah, the middle car's getting all that first car dust.
Yeah.
So they're travelling with their newfound firepower. She tried to keep to the back roads to avoid roadblocks as much as possible, but sometimes the Germans would be out there too.
Ooh.
Twice, Nancy says, they had to shoot their way out of roadblocks.
Whoa.
They would pull up and they just have to suddenly hang their guns out the window and start shooting and hightail it out of there.
That is some Kelly Gang shenanigans right there.
Yeah. So now she's fully equipped with bodyguards, convoys, but she's busy visiting all the Kelly gangs, but she also, in her downtime, makes sure she still gets out with Henri the Second to cause mischief.
For sure.
Because that's her favourite thing to do. She put a lot of her spare energies into fighting side by side with Henri the Second, who was always glad to have her along. Why wouldn't she be?
Yeah.
And at this point in the war, it was July of 1944, and they all were sensing that the Germans were beginning to struggle under the combined onslaught of everything that was going on over France, all the crates that arrived. There was a lot of mischief.
Yeah.
The Allies had arrived en masse.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I don't reckon the Germans are coping. So they're getting emboldened by everything that's going on. And Henri the Second was keen to heighten this German sense of vulnerability by doing some daring, courageous acts. Just to show them what they're up against.
Yeah.
And so they decided, why not attack the Gestapo headquarters in the local village of Mont-le-Son?
Why not?
For too long we've been afraid of these Gestapos. We're the ones hiding from them.
Nah.
What if we go to the hornet's nest?
Do it.
And show them we're not afraid no more?
Yeah.
You're not safe there, Gestapo. And Nancy's like, that is a terrific idea.
Of course.
That is top notch. I'm on board. And then Henri II organised the troops within the town to note down exactly the defences that the Gestapo headquarters, they did their research.
Well, you better.
It's one thing to have a plan.
Yeah.
But you've got to be able to action that plan with solid research.
Yeah.
I reckon they went and asked the civil servant Kelly gang to come and help out.
Yeah.
They were like, we need to jot some things down.
And I reckon they weren't drunk while doing it. That's a smart one.
Nancy might have been a little bit tipsy.
Well, not as drunk as this fella.
No. Within the acceptable realms of drunkenness, they were at all times.
Yeah.
And so they got all their information. They collated it. There's definitely a spreadsheet going on.
Oh, for sure.
And the plan was formed.
Cool.
They decided what was needed was a lightning strike on the Gestapo headquarters, followed by a very quick getaway. It's kind of their forte.
Yeah. Hit and run.
Yeah, it's like an ambush out on the roads.
In an ambush.
But they're ambushing them in their headquarters instead of out on the roads.
Yeah.
It's the same idea.
Yeah. Use things that already work.
Yeah. We're real good at ambushes.
Yeah.
But we don't have to wait for them to come to us out in our territory.
No.
What if we came to them, did a sneaky ambush right on their home territory?
Exactly.
Is there anything bolder? And they're like, no, this is going to work.
Yeah.
So it was decided they would strike at 12:25 p.m, lunchtime. When
that's literally when my school lunchtime starts. 12:25.
Well, that's when you're at your most vulnerable for an ambush. No one expects an ambush at lunchtime. Everyone's just like, we put in a good morning's work.
Yeah.
How good was that? We got some admin done. We've got some troops deployed. We're feeling pretty great. Time for lunch.
Yeah.
Some of them would have got lunch orders.
Yeah.
Someone was making toasties.
Yeah.
No one is ready for a fight
when
they're just settling into lunch.
Exactly.
It's relaxing time.
Yeah.
It's the time of the day where you feel like you've really earned
a snack.
A little snack.
Yeah.
A little sit
big
down.
snack. Yeah.
And you're just thinking, because the afternoon, that's what, if they'd attacked at like 3 p.m,
they would have been ready.
Everyone's expecting nonsense then.
For sure.
Because you're grumpy.
Nonsense.
And it was decided by Henri II that they needed two gangs.
Yeah.
One to do the job and the other to provide support and help with the
getaway.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Getaway squad. So with that in mind, one band would make the attack, while the other would position itself along the escape route to take out any pursuers, or more importantly, attack anyone who would seek to block their exits.
Yeah.
So Henri II thought it all through.
Yeah.
Nancy, to her infinite delight, found, just as she had hoped, that she would be in the attack group with Henri II.
Obviously she is.
She's
I mean...
like, I don't want to insist that I'm in the attack group, but if Henri doesn't pick me for the attack group, I'm going to be bummed.
I'm going to leave his Kelly gang.
But I'll do my job. But yeah, it might turn me against Henri II, but Henri II's too smart for that.
And he's really attractive as well.
Yeah, super attractive. So she's stoked. He was, according to her, he was that rarest of all leaders. He was as intelligent as he was brave.
Whoa.
And she couldn't have asked for anything better.
That's
Watching
awesome.
him give orders like this, calmly organising the Kelly gang in this life and death situation to maximise their chances of survival and do as much damage to the Germans as possible, Nancy realised all over again just how highly she regarded him.
Yeah, Henri for president.
She says here she loved him.
Yeah.
She loves Henri II.
Yeah.
She
of course.
says they were soulmates.
Yeah.
But she also says, just in case you're feeling bad for Henri the OG.
I'm not. You can have soulmates that are your friends. You can have multiple soulmates in your life.
She does indeed clarify, I never loved him sexually.
Yeah.
That's not what she's talking about.
You didn't have to clarify it, Nancy, because we weren't thinking it, okay?
No, you knew.
I know.
But some Yonky
Everyone's
doodlers
like,
out
ooh!
there were thinking like, you don't say that you're soulmates with someone and you don't be hanging out celebrating on the bouncing bus of honesty if there isn't some action going on. But Nancy's clarifying here for anyone who's thinking that this was not a sexual thing.
No.
Yes, she loved him. Yes, they were soulmates, but not in a sexual way. She just loved the man.
Yeah.
And she loved fighting with him.
Yeah.
She was
That's
just
facts.
like, this war has never been as lit as when I'm
You know
fighting
what?
side by side with Henri II.
Ned Kelly and Harry Power, soulmates.
Exactly.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they were. That's the explanation that you need.
It was clear from the story that, yes,
it was
maximum
clear.
Soulmates.
And Joe Byrne, Steve Hart,
Soulmates. Oh, hashtag heartburn.
Dan Kelly, sorry for mentioning him, and the Ute, soulmates, okay?
These stories are littered with soulmates, and this is just another one to add to the list.
Trev and his crepes, soulmates. That rhymed. Oh. No, that wasn't a jinx because you knew what I was going to say. That's the only time.
I know, I would have felt dirty. I would have felt dirty.
For sure.
But I've got to start getting my mind around it.
Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's the most jinx action I've ever tried to initiate, honestly. Okay, so we've clarified that. Yeah. She loves him.
Yeah.
They're soulmates.
Yeah.
But in a friend's way.
Yeah.
The best way for this situation. And so anyway, it's 12:25 p.m.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, on the dot.
Henri II did not insist on a 12:25 attack.
Yeah. No.
He didn't say 12:25-ish.
No.
He didn't say approximately 12:25.
No. He didn't say get there at 12:25. He said do it at 12:25.
It's all happening at 12:25 p.m. sharp.
Yeah.
I bet you one Kelly gang member got there at 12:20.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll get there at 12:20 for a 12:25 start.
Yeah.
And Henri's like, whatever makes you happy, as long as we start bang on 12:25.
That's a good planning, but I would have got there at 12:10.
Oh, you have to leave yourself some wriggle room.
Yeah. Gotta get in the mojo, you know?
So 12:25 p.m. exactly. The cars roared up to the back entrance of the one-time town hall, which was now the Gestapo headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
In rare organisational laxness, they had left it substantially unguarded. They weren't expecting it.
No, it was lunchtime. The guards were like, all right, lads, lunch.
All morning it was guarded.
Yeah.
Up until 12:24, guarded.
Guarded.
Guess what happened at 12:25? Lunch bell rings.
Yeah.
Unguarded. Lax. And the Kelly gang poured out of the cars and through the gate.
Yeah.
Nancy tucked in just behind Henri II with her bread guns and her grenades at the ready.
Yeah.
They hightailed it up the stairs. It's good cardio. They were ready.
It is. Yeah.
They were ready.
Good warm-up.
They'd done training exercises, they'd done stair work.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get to the top of the stairs and you're puffed.
Oh, no.
What if you have to start banging with the guns, with the bread guns? You have to shoot bread at people and you're puffed. That's hard.
That is hard.
What if you're so puffed that you pull the pin out of your grenade and you're too tired to throw it?
Yeah.
You need to make sure your cardio's in order.
Exactly.
If you're going to be storming Gestapo headquarters.
And I mean, like, they're just in the woods all day just vibing. Why not, like, practice?
They've been doing CrossFit for months.
Yeah.
They are ready.
Except for Trev, he's always cooking, but he's not at this attack.
He does squats.
Oh, he does do squats. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he's got the the backpack, but it's on his front to cook them.
He's got it.
So it's mobile.
Yeah. And his flipping arm is jacked.
It is so jacked. And it's his left because he's a lefty.
Yeah. Because if you think, look, it's not that hard to flip a pancake. If you're cooking as many crepes as our man Trev, it's industrial quantities. Sure. Normally you would need a factory.
Yeah.
Working around the clock to churn out this quantity of crepes. I don't think you understand.
I don't think you understand
how much crepe flipping is going on. And he
doesn't use a spatula. He just flips it, mate. Do you think he has time to use both hands? No.
He's got 2 pans going.
Yeah.
2 pans, and he flips them.
Yeah.
He's getting 2 arms workout.
Yeah.
His left arm and his right arm. He's got cast iron skillets.
Yeah.
Because that gives you the best quality crepe. He's jacked.
Yeah.
He's flipping those crepes non-stop around the clock.
Yeah.
He could rip you in 2.
Yeah, he literally could.
He's more arm than man right now.
Don't underestimate our main man, Trev.
Trev started as a fairly weedy character.
Yeah, for sure.
But after months...
All he wanted was a cuss.
months at the crepe station, he's basically Arnold Schwarzenegger, ready to go. But he has been skipping leg day. He's still got like real thin legs.
That's fine though. Upper body strength,
Yeah.
He
does as many squats as he can.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near keeping up with the impressive girth of his arm cannons.
He is jacked is the point.
Yes. And so the point is they got to the top of the stairs, not puffed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the point.
Point.
Yeah. Fact.
And so they stormed up the stairs, firing as they went, and along the top corridor where they knew the top brass of the Gestapo would be gathered.
Wow.
Nancy's pulled the grenade pin out.
Ooh.
She's turned the handle on her assigned door, put her shoulder on it, threw open the door, and she just saw Germans in uniforms looking up at her, very startled, mid-lunch.
Yeah.
And then she just threw her grenade at them, shut the door, and ran like hell. And that's going on all along the top level.
Yeah.
Doors thrown open, grenades thrown in, and then slammed shut.
Yeah.
And then all of the Cali gangs who had been doing that, throwing their grenades, they hightailed it back down the stairs.
Yeah.
And even as they were running down the stairs, the grenades started going off. It was incredibly loud. I don't know if you've ever heard a grenade go off.
I actually
inside.
haven't, but I can imagine. I heard a door slam in my school today, and it was like the loudest door slam. I almost like screamed really loud, but I didn't.
You kept it under control?
Yeah, I was like walking down the stairs, and it was just like bang.
Yeah.
And I was like, who? Anyway, that's all. That's my story.
Imagine that.
It was louder
but
than
a grenade.
That. Yeah. And multiple. So it's like more.
Yeah, it was going.
Yeah, exactly.
And they weren't just. First, you hear the huge explosions.
Yeah.
And then you hear the horrific screams of the mortally wounded.
Yeah.
Who were really like, I just got blowed up.
Yeah.
I'm in pain. They can hear all that. They've got sore ears.
Yeah.
Small price to pay.
Nah, and then she's got earplugs.
I bet she's the only one.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not going to tell them my secrets.
Well, I reckon she didn't think to have earplugs. I think before she set off on her mission, she's like, Alicia came up to her and said, Nancy, I would like you to have this for your mission. I have made them myself.
Aww.
I have handcrafted some earplugs for you. For you are going to be setting off grenades in indoor enclosed spaces. So if you do not wear the earplugs, you're going to have very sore ears. I have made them from just some yarn and cotton that I had lying around. Please, thank you for everything you've done for me. This is just a small token of my appreciation that you have let me stay on your bus. So, I think she was wearing handcrafted Alicia.
For sure.
It was pre-Pinterest, but if Alicia had a Pinterest page, you would definitely see
for sure
these. And maybe Etsy, an Etsy store. Yeah. Alicia's Etsy store.
For sure.
She would have sold.
She was before her time.
Yeah. She would have sold a lot of earplugs during
Yeah.
war times because
Yeah.
they keep your ears all nice and tidy.
For sure.
So all of the other Kelly gangs are like, my ears. And
But-
X is like,
Should have gone to Specsavers.
so she's thanking Alicia as she's heading down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then, so they're hearing the shrieks, and they estimated about 38 soldiers were right then either dead
quick estimate.
or dying.
Do they count the screams?
Well, they had one of the civil servants was out there with the spreadsheet
Oh, facts. Yeah.
telling the screams,
Yeah.
cross-referencing,
Yeah.
and uploading it.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, 38.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
37. Approximately.
Yeah, it was 38.
You said 37 because I remember I was like, oh, that looks like a prime.
But what happened was one of them died while I was talking.
Oh.
So it went up. Real-time stats. And so off they go. Well, that is all the time we've got. We are still mid-mission,
Yeah.
but time has gotten away from us.
Yeah.
And all we did was talk rock-solid Nancy Wake facts.
Yeah,
we
for
didn't
sure,
get
for sure.
distracted one single time.
No.
So it's a shame that we couldn't squeeze any more of this mission in
Yeah.
before the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
But when you just got wall-to-wall facts, what are you going to do?
No, I don't know.
Nah. We'll find out how this mission wraps up.
Yeah, you gotta keep them wanting more.
We've passed the climax of the mission.
Yeah.
I feel like the first part of the mission is definitely over. Tick.
Yeah.
Blow up the Gestapo headquarters
For sure.
with maximum efficiency
Yeah.
at lunchtime. Tick.
Yeah.
Escape.
Yeah.
That's what we're up to.
That's what we're up to. We're in that moment right
Phase 2, escape.
Yeah.
That part of the plan has just begun. Let's find
now.
out.
Step 3, get pushed. Step 4, fall.
So, look, thanks for sticking with us, anyone who did, for our wall-to-wall
Yeah.
facts of this podcast. And let's find out what happens in Phase 2.
Yeah.
Of-
Who's excited? Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
Yeah, facts.
And I'm going to be even more excited when we finish this mission off next episode and find out what their next mission is.
Oh. Yep. Oh,
Oh,
you said
sorry.
next
Oh.
episode and
I stuffed it.
yeah.
I could have finished the episode, but I didn't.
But now you will. Let's go. The next episode of Yonks Ago. See how I still had to do it? It's okay. Next time.
Yeah, I've forgotten how to podcast.